Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and review of the Huawei Y9s. This is not to be confused with the Y9 2019 or Y9 Prime 2019 which I reviewed on my channel. When we open the box, we're greeted with the smartphone. Let's go ahead and peel out the sticker on the back and on the front. This is the Breathing Crystal color. It also comes in midnight black. There's a screen protector already applied. Let's power it on while we see what else is in the box. We have an envelope that houses the SIM ejector tool, the user guide, a clear TPU case with all the necessary cutouts. On the bottom compartment, we get a standard 10W charger, a USB Type-C cable, and a pair of earphones. On the front, we have a 6.59-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD display with 19.5:9 aspect ratio. On top of that display, you have a 16-megapixel pop-up camera and an earpiece. On the back, you have a triple camera setup, a 48-megapixel main shooter, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens, and a 2-megapixel camera for depth sensing with flash. You also get some Huawei branding. On the left, you have nothing. On the right, you have your volume rocker and a power button that doubles up as your fingerprint sensor. On the top of the device, you have a microphone and a hybrid SIM tray that houses two 4G LTE nano SIMs or one SIM and one SD card. On the bottom, you have your speaker grill, a USB Type-C port, a second microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The aluminum frame and glass back of the Y9s is as premium as it gets. It has a very small camera bump and honestly not a lot of mid-range phones I've seen look or feel this good. The Breathing Crystal gradient color is a fingerprint repellent, which is something you don't see very often on a mid-range phone. We saw it first on the P30 series. The Y9s is a phablet-sized phone and a lot of what you see up front is the display, no notch or punch hole similar to the Y9 Prime 2019, and it's all thanks to that motorized pop-up camera. The Full HD Plus display is pretty bright outdoors, great for consuming media, and you can watch your YouTube videos in 1080p. It is not the most color accurate display out there, but it is customizable to suit your taste. This comes in 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. It ships with Android 9 Pie and EMUI 9.1 slapped on top of it. This has full Google service support and will be getting regular updates. In the settings, you get all the same nifty features you saw on the Y9 Prime 2019. I was kind of hoping for the dark mode or second space, but I guess those features are reserved for flagships. About performance, this uses Huawei's high silicon Kirin 710F CPU, clocked at 2.2 GHz. This isn't the latest mid-range chip by Huawei, but it is tested and trusted. It still breezes through most tasks without lagging or heating up, and I haven't gotten complaints about any of the older phones running on this chip. The fingerprint sensor is super fast and you don't even have to press the power button. This is the first side-mounted fingerprint sensor from Huawei that I'm reviewing and I'm quite impressed. I wasn't even a fan of side-mounted fingerprint sensors before now. When it comes to gaming, as usual, I played PUBG on default settings, which is balanced graphics and medium frame rates. It handles games just like the Y9 Prime 2019 and I did a separate gaming review for it with games like PES 2019 and Asphalt 9. I'll be leaving a link to it up above and in the description box. Do let me know if there are any more games you'd like me to test on this guy. About battery life, the 4000 mAh battery got me through a full day of using mostly social media apps and 3+ hours of PUBG all on Wi-Fi. This gave me 11 hours of screen on time with 17% left to spare. Quite impressive for a display this big. The battery temperature running cool on medium to heavy usage is probably what keeps it at its optimal performance. It took me 1 hour and 59 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. It does not support fast charging. The triple AI camera of the Y9s has seen some major upgrades over the Y9 Prime 2019. Now you have a 48-megapixel main shooter, which actually isn't set by default, rather you have it set at 12 megapixel as recommended. Now looking at these two side by side, you can barely tell the difference, but when you crop the image you see way more details on the 48-megapixel shot. It does take a second or two to capture and process the image, but depending on the purpose of the photos you capture, it may be worth it to leave it on this setting. Taking close-up shots like these don't require you to switch to 48-megapixel cause as you can see, it is quite detailed just as is, especially if you plan to post on social media. The portrait mode does identify and blur out the background but also isn't quite as sharp as the primary shot. The selfie portrait mode is not as accurate when it comes to mapping your face. What I like is the night mode and how it makes all the difference when it comes to capturing details. Indoors, the mid-rangeness of the camera shows quite a lot, which isn't a bad thing if you're not expecting anything like the P30 Lite New Edition quality. You get screen flash for your late night selfies, which I'm still not sure anybody does. It shoots videos in 1080p.
So I'm currently recording with the front-facing camera of the Huawei Y9s, and I can see a bit of overexposure around the side unless you tap on it and then you see that the gate is actually green. But here's what the audio sounds like.
The Huawei Y9s may be an incremental upgrade over the Y9 Prime 2019, but in this largely overlooked phablet category, the premium build and camera upgrades are definitely worth the price difference. Now, there are quite a number of compact to average size mid-range smartphones out now with better specs, but the Y9s isn't playing in that league. The fact that you would even consider it means that you either have big hands or you consume a lot of media on the go, or for some reason you love that middle of the road between a tablet and a phone. Most phones that remotely look like the Y9s are either too expensive or made from plastic.
The Huawei Y9s is priced at 98,900 Naira, which converts to $275 and you can pre-order it on Jumia starting now till the 15th of December to get the Huawei Band 4E for free. I'll be leaving a pre-order link in the description.
Thanks for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you wish to see what I'm up to. Do subscribe for more videos like this as it will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.